A few years ago, I was asked to help improve the reliability of a cat litter manufacturing line. Taking a Gemba walk with my sponsor, I noted a lot of opportunities to reduce jams and improve reliability on that line, as boxes of cat litter were entering the final packaging process in an angled fashion, causing significant opportunity for jams, which they were experiencing. I knew that some simple centering, leveling, and squaring of the line would improve that reliability now and into the future. And I explained my process to him. Now we met with the plant manager, and I explained that I would be able to get the line running more reliably with a great team in the first day or two of the Kaizen event. And then the following days, we would create the visualization and the sustaining systems to keep it that way. Now he was pretty skeptical because in the past he had done what he called centerline projects that took many weeks and didn't always provide the results that they were looking for. I assured him that some very simple techniques, such as running a string through the center of the process and then optimizing everything as it flows to the process, would reduce that jam potential. Even though he was skeptical, he did approve the Kaizen event. So day one, I had a team of operators, mechanics, and a few management individuals, and we very quickly identified that the line was not running to center and certainly wasn't square or level. The team started to be convinced and got excited about it, and during some of the work, I realized that we needed a longer level than we had in our possession. I walked over to the weld shop where I had done a 5S event a year before and met the leader of the weld shop there and asked him if I could borrow their 6-foot level, which was very visibly marked weld shop 6-foot level. He told me that I could borrow it on the condition that I brought it back as soon as I finished with it, and he reminded me of the rules of the tools. Tools are either in use or in place, but nowhere in between. Now I found that quite gratifying as I taught the weld shop team that very rule so that they could hold each other and others accountable to never lose the tools that they needed so critically. So, satisfied with my response, the weld shop owner let me borrow the level, and I took it out to the cat litter line. Now, I got up on the equipment and started to use the 6-foot level to verify squareness, alignment, and levelness of the line. From time to time, I'd have to place the level away from the line as I was doing some adjustments to the line, and the level would have been in my way. The first time I placed it down on a pallet of goods, an operator from a different line stopped by to remind me of the rules of the tools, that the level should either be in use or in place, but nowhere in between. Now, I wasn't really sure if he was just poking a little fun at me or he was serious. But then a few minutes later, a mechanic from another line stopped by to remind me once again. 2 other times this happened that day, including the HR manager and finally the plant manager. And what I realized was the rules of the tools had been ingrained in the plant in a very sustainable way. Now, I will let you know that I found that quite satisfying. And I also want to remind you that yes, I did return the 6-foot level back to the weld shop. I hope this story provided you with some inspiration to revisit your own processes. I have a lot more I'd like to share. Head over to pi-partners.com to learn how I can help. And check back from time to time for more Kaizen stories.